Hello, and welcome to Khyber Shards, a 5th edition actual play show set in the Eberron campaign world. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Under Harbor Walking Tours. Experience the wonders of the wetter side of Stormreach. Eric, what happened last time?
Sorry, I just spilled water down the front of myself for a bit.
Commit to the bit.
Yep. Last week, Ari and Shade did some survival training, and it went really well. Ari took very quickly to the wildlife. No, it went terribly.
Did I miss that episode?
Ari couldn't climb a tree without assistance. Not helped by Ezri's mucking about either. Yeah, Ari and Shade talked about quite a few things, but going to the Feywild was a plan that kind of got brought up. And then Ezri also connected with the bust a bit and learned some more stuff about his mark and the nature of it and what the power might grow into in exchange for... Pippa, do you have to?
I couldn't stop watching her. I was magnetized by Pippa owning the new chair.
Dog was like, what?
In exchange for...
I didn't sign a release form.
For reading some historical books to him to kind of get him caught up on current events. And then Pog discovered that Carl has taken advantage of some new merchandising opportunities at the Sword and Shield using Pog's likeness. And Pog got some money, got a little bit of kickback, and then...
Also didn't sign a release form.
Yeah, yeah.
It's true. It's true.
So currently Pog's likeness is in the public domain, so he's lucky that anybody's willing to give him. And that's what happened. So, yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, it is a few days on. A sign has gone up outside of the academy with a red sleeping dragon and the words Grimalkin Academy affixed on the sign. Also, earlier in the week, Thora did manage to close a deal for the most adjacent building to the floating island, and has
No building has ever been more adjacent than that one.
Has constructed a stairway running up the side of the building to allow for foot traffic to be possible up to the academy until you guys can afford an awesome magic elevator or something.
Of course.
There was some conversations about a winch-operated thing, but that just... Yeah.
That's just insulting to the person.
Thanks for watching this week, everyone. Be sure to like down below, comment. Yep. Definitely going to be RA on this week's KSA, so he can answer for that.
If anyone wants to volunteer to be the winch.
Dadgummit.
This is our world
now
now.
A couple of days on from
You assembled this cast. I don't know why you're getting all flustered, Philip. That was a sigh of regret. I heard that.
Yeah. Sorry, Xavier. You assembled these X-Men. Don't know what you want here.
It's a couple of days later, and you are all aware that Thora will be having a few perspectives come to visit the school. She's been reaching out where she can, using her using her power to identify figures in Stormreach who are aberrant marked, and where possible, she's spoken to some of them about the nature of the school. And so wherever you are in the school, whether from a window or standing on the grounds, you see come over the top of the stairs Mrs. Brightdoom, and walking along next to her rather cautiously is Donabella, wearing a white cape with a unicorn head hood pulled up on top of hers.
Ari is absolutely trying to climb a tree with a climbing kit when they arrive. Like he's got pitons just. Hey.
Much to Shade's horror, because he's driving things into the tree.
He didn't learn any of the lessons.
Poor tree is just standing there.
The forest is something to be beaten into submission.
Wrong lesson.
Now, Ari's
He's
out here
working on it.
conquering
He's trying to
wild.
figure it out. He's just
From the front step, Pog takes off running to see hi to come out and greet.
Mrs. Brightdoom waves, and Donabella comes a little bit more out from behind her mom, seeing a familiar face, and waves. Hey, Pog.
Hi, how are you? Good to see. It's been a while. How are you? Good to see you.
And she smacks the front of your fist.
No, you make another one. You do a fist too.
And she puts the heel of her hand against the front of your fist and wiggles her fingers around and goes, "Now it's turkey."
There's no way for you to know this, but that is one of my least favorite things in the actual real world. I'm having such a hard time imagining.
Pog hates Donabella.
Snail.
I cannot stand the turkey or the snail. I loathe it so much. I'm having a really hard
shift?
time role playing how Pog would respond. Oh, I get. So your hand was like the feathers. I get that. That's
Yeah.
okay.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty funny.
I don't love that though.
Oh.
Can you, like, you're supposed to knock, like when
You did say knock. I mean, in her defense.
I had that coming.
Mrs. Brightdoom is watching this with a certain indulgent smile. Lady Tavine, I believe, is who we are supposed to meet.
Okay. We're probably just gonna head to the house, I would imagine.
Yes.
I know
It's a
very
very
little
large
about what's happening
building.
today.
Oh, Can you? I assume you can hear. That's what that face was, Eric. Yeah, it's raining real hard for all the viewers at home. So if this episode ends up being 20 minutes long because the power goes out, then then thanks for rolling with us. But
Thanks for rowing with us.
Boy, this is just not getting
Why?
better tonight, huh?
Still got time.
You walk towards the house. As you approach the steps, anyone else can join at whatever point they want in this. You can be wherever you want on the grounds. But Thora is standing at the top, on the top landing, next to the doors. She is dressed up for this occasion in something a little more. It's still got a little bit of a military vibe to it, but it's more formal than what you've seen her in before. She says, Mrs. Brightdoom, I've heard a good bit about you and your daughter from Pog and the others, and I'm very grateful that you've agreed to come. Come on in. And she steps back through the door. Let's get out of the rain. And she leads into the house. Donabella immediately runs over and climbs onto the carved sleeping dragon in the hallway and says, "This is awesome."
Mm-hmm.
You should meet the real one.
Wait.
Staring from
What?
the balcony.
Yeah, the house dragon.
Mrs. Brightdoom looks with certain concern at Thora. He says, "It's a fairy dragon, not overly dangerous, and seems benign in intention."
About 8.5.
I hate it here.
Looking down from the balcony, I'm gonna speak into Donabella's mind. Go. Get off me.
She jumps back. "Is this the house dragon?"
I'm just
No.
gonna... Just kidding.
Oh. She starts looking around, trying to find where Esri is. And okay, that one was pretty fun. I don't usually like it, but that was pretty fun. Mrs. Brightdoom seems to consider for a moment and then looks at Donabella. "Donabella, I have some rather boring grown-up things to discuss with Lady Tavine here. Maybe you would like to see the rest of the building while we talk in her office." And Donabella looks deeply relieved. "Yeah, this place looks like it's awesome." It does. And
We'll show her the bottomless pit. Just kidding, we won't show her that.
You're a really bad tour guide already, Esri.
Well, I can't get in there while they're talking.
Thora looks at Mrs. Brightdoom and says, "I'll explain, but no, he can't. I assure you." Mrs. Brightdoom nods, says, "Let's keep it age appropriate in the tour."
We'll stay out of the basement.
Great. And Thora just... There's not anything dangerous up here, I promise. Let me show you into my office, and I'll have some tea.
Hurry up here, I'll show you where everyone died.
Why? Why?
This way, please. And Thora leads Mrs. Brightdoom down through the door towards her office. Donabella looks up. "You guys get to live here?"
Yeah. It's pretty great.
"This is way cooler than my house."
Do you want to... I guess we can give you the tour. You want to see our rooms?
I absolutely want to see your rooms. Yeah.
Shades is outside.
So, all of you, like, is everyone here as
Yep.
Dragon Mark?
Yep.
So far.
Even the
Mm-hmm.
lady
Yep.
with the
Yep.
her face.
Everyone.
Except the dragon.
That's true.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
there really a dragon?
Puzzle Dust?
Puzzle Dust?
Are you
Yeah.
hanging around?
You around?
Hello.
There he is.
Yeah.
It's Puzzle Dust.
Oh,
That's him.
that's a very, very strange creature you have there. I've never seen one.
His
with a horn
name is
on its
Esri,
head.
and we've talked about this.
Oh,
Donabella
got
is
the
just
hoodie.
staring in intense delight.
Puzzle Dust.
This is
It's-
the coolest place ever.
This is Donabella. Donabella, this is
Ask
Puzzle
him a
Dust.
question, and he doesn't
Hello.
answer it, but he talks.
It's like a Furby.
That's so apt.
Oh man, I could have asked a question, but then you said to ask a question, and now it's like, what's like stuff? What's my favorite color? I've no idea. How can one have only one favorite color? Okay.
What does a real unicorn look like, Puzzle Dust?
Oh. Rather larger and significantly more pretentious.
He's from the Feywild. Ari says to Donabella as an aside.
Real attitude problem.
So yeah, he's from the Feywild. He knows things, but he rarely shares them.
That's so cool.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
It's entertaining.
so
So you guys have rooms here?
yeah, we're upstairs. Come on.
She charges up the stairs headlong with the agility of children.
Yes. So
Barely
this,
an inconvenience, those stairs.
this is kind of where we hang out. This is our
Super easy.
this is our communal space. Then through that door there,
She's like jumping on the couch.
on the left back there is Esri leading to Shade's room. Shade lives on the balcony outside. And then
You don't live inside? They don't let. Did they not give you a room? Is it because
Oh,
you're a
I
girl?
have-
That's not fair.
Oh, hey, whoa, hey.
No.
Why would
Her
you live
room is-
inside when you could live outside?
See?
Her room is the whole outside.
Well,
I have a room that's kind of attached to my balcony room, but I don't go in there very often because
It's not because she's a girl, it's because she talks too much.
rude.
I don't think I talk a lot.
It's a joke because Donabella never shuts up.
Are you gonna put
but
Donabella outside?
she's-
She gets to choose if she wants to go outside or if she wants
I
to
think-
stay inside.
I
They're
think we
literally
have rooms
both-
that are just
Oh
for
my
them.
god.
Man, everyone gets so serious. Jeez.
Donabella.
So you like it's like camping. You're like camping all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to see it?
Yes.
Awesome. Just Ezra, do you want to show your room first, or can we just like go through your room into mine?
Sure, we can just go through.
Okay. You have to crawl through the window. There's
Awesome.
excellent.
There's a door, isn't there?
On Shade's interior room, there's. Oh no, yeah, there is. In Esri's room, there is actually a door, but Donabella absolutely goes through the window.
Oh, Shade sees the door. She 100% is just emphasizing. Again, why would you if you could do the other fun? And so she's showing her around, which
that window is permanently open, and the vines that have been growing up on the outside of the house have been encouraged inside.
Oh, okay.
So they're sort of like holding it up and growing up onto the roof or the ceiling in there.
Shade, have you set anything
Nice.
up on the balcony? Have you got any? Does it look like? Has it been made more shade-like, or is it just what it is?
oh no, it's definitely more shade-like, in a minimalist shade way. And so when you exit the window, the corner to the right has a hammock strung across it, and there's a big hammock, and then you see another equally sized hammock sort of strewn underneath it, and that's Shade's. The big one is for Cal. So he has
Cal
a
is
spot.
absolutely lounging in his hammock, with his paws kind of draped over one side of it and his big chin laid on the paws, and he sort of looks up, and Donabella stops and stares again. I totally forgot how pretty he is.
It's hard. He's beautiful. But that's his, and then I sleep on the bottom hammock. And then
It's like bunk hammocks.
yes, you get it. Okay. Sorry.
They all said it wouldn't work. They all said you were crazy. Bunk hammocks, but
They all being y'all.
Yup.
In the other corner, so when you walk out the window, to the right are the hammocks, and then to the left is a smaller corner because the house is right there. But there are it's just a pile of like nuts and seeds, and it's the things that she has foraged when she's on her walkabouts with Ari. And you can see sort of attempts at building a nest. She's trying to gather more woodland creatures towards her.
excellent.
I can't wait for when they move into Ezri's room. Because they want indoors more than Shade does.
Through the permanently open window.
Jesus. All of the bugs. We live in a tropical climate. The mosquitoes are everywhere in the house.
And I control them.
Which might be worse in Ari's mind. Like that's why they're all in my room.
Right. Shade hasn't noticed the mosquito problem.
Go into Ari's room and he set up a mosquito net around his bed out of necessity.
They just like form. Welcome home, Ari.
They're like a
Text with
fish
Morgan.
in Finding Nemo.
I hate it here.
She walks over.
It's
Form
pretty
into a
terrible
face
for
with a
you.
frown.
She walks over to the edge of the balcony and looks down at the old stable animal pen area. She's like, "Are there like horses or something?"
There could be.
Wait, how would horses get up here?
Yeah, we don't have any right now. But if there were horses with wings, then they could.
There are horses with wings.
Yeah. So,
There's all sorts of things with wings.
yeah.
And hippogriffs. We're gonna get one.
You are?
Well,
We are?
The plan. Remember when the hippogriffs were here when we were getting the house initially and Shade said she wanted one?
And we talked about that we would
But
get
that's
one.
like
That was it.
all the time when I say I want to get something, I hear, "Well, we'll get it later," and then I just forget about it.
The things that you want though are like a boggle, Pog, which is not a thing. Like a hippogriff is something we could get.
You've got a boggle?
No,
You
no.
won't let me.
No, we lost the boggle.
Oh. You had a boggle?
Well, we
Almost.
chased a boggle.
We found a mouth instead.
Okay.
A big mouthful of teeth that we killed. It's called an otiug.
It's like a monster?
Yeah.
It's like a monster. You fought a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pog-
Remember that time we fought monsters together?
Yep.
Oh, man. That
That
was so
Yep.
cool.
that was something. Yep.
It
That was
happened.
so cool.
We fought a monster here.
That's
Yep.
also true.
Really? What kind of monsters did you fight here?
It was in the library.
Floaty kind?
Floaty cat. Like a ghost?
Kind of. We're not totally certain. It was
Yeah.
in the library, and it wanted to share a secret with us, but that seemed ominous, so we killed it.
You didn't want to know the secret?
Well,
That's
I
what
think
I'm
the
saying.
secret
I
is
did.
like a curse. Like when you learn the secret, you become like the thing. So it's like if a ghost said, "Do you want to know the secret of being a ghost?" and it then killed you and was like, "Here's how you become a ghost." I think it was like something like that. Sorry, that went weird for a second.
Anyway, this is my
On with the tour.
room. Here. There's some vines and this is
Wait,
this is my
were all the
disembodied
ghosts
elf in a
in
statue.
stories, were all the ghosts in stories people once?
Yes.
Not the ones in stories, no. What?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's...
Welcome to Grimalkin Academy. First lesson, check.
Or animals.
Or animals.
They could
They
have been
could,
animals.
yeah. They just had to be something that was alive
But
and
they-
then die.
Right.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Do you want to see Esri's room now?
That's
Yeah, okay.
where we are.
She's following you in. RA, describe what we're seeing when we come into
It's
Esri's
actually
room.
really disappointing because it basically just looks like it did. I mean the furniture has been cleaned up some to make it habitable, but it's really just kind of how it is. There are a bunch of bottles of unlabeled substances
Same.
on no X's on my bottles. Just on one shelf, there's just some various substances, and then
Without a
we've
moment's
got-
hesitation, she walks over and pulls one down and starts looking at it.
very much do not open or touch. Well, yeah, just put it back. That's not really sure what it does yet.
It might be dangerous.
Don't know.
Like it might explode?
Well,
Can we throw it out the window?
no, because the stuff,
No.
it might.
So we see what it does.
It might be poisonous. Might kill everyone around.
Oh.
Yeah.
Out the window is the animal pin.
Is this... Yeah, but there's no animals in it yet.
That's not what it's supposed to do.
You don't know that. There's things that go and hide under the ground and in the corners.
There's a lot of wildlife that lives on the island too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they're
Okay.
way stuck here.
And we built the stairs. They can take the stairs if they want to leave, but they don't want to.
Squirrels in a line going up and down.
Especially that.
It's like
Just
the
passing acorns
overpass
up.
nature
Yeah.
path.
They're all checking in and out of
Bucket
floating
line.
island customs. Like, business or pleasure?
Pretty sure that.
We've never seen a squirrel like you here before.
Were there rails for this adventure? Is that... 'Cause I feel like we're off.
I don't know what's happening at this point.
Colin, we're currently
Yeah.
trying to drive a sailboat down the tracks at this point. Like, we're not off the rails. We brought the wrong vehicle.
So anyway, that one is supposed to smell like a food vendor cart, but it's not ready yet. I would not suggest smelling it. It might make your face melt.
And not in like
Oh.
the cool, like, that melted my face, like in the literal, like melt your face.
That's not a saying.
It is.
No.
Okay, so it doesn't actually melt. It just sort of decomposes and sloughs
Is that
off.
what happened to Mrs. Tavine?
No.
No. She
That actually happened.
She helped us.
Yeah, she was helping us, and that happened to her.
What?
Before we came to the city, way back when we were
That was long time ago.
younger. Closer to
You
you.
had adventures before? With
Well,
her?
We ran away.
She looks like she could get into some really cool adventures.
You know how, like, when we were down under the
Ari's room is really nice.
Yeah.
We should
Good call, Shade. That's yes.
Oh, okay.
we should look at Ari's room.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, before we go, say hello to Jalaire.
Hi, Jalaire.
Hi,
It's
Head.
it's the bust on the bookshelf. The bust that you can see there, Donabella.
Oh, is that like your granddad or something? Some people I know like
Sort
have
of.
pictures or sculptures of like their parents or grandparents and stuff.
It's the nice ghost in the house. We killed the
Jalaire, will
new
you
one.
say hi to our little friend?
We can't hear him.
See, he talks to it and he says it talks back.
She can't hear me.
Did you hear
Can't
that?
say hello to her. No. Hear what?
Okay.
Is this like the
Uh,
opposite of the joke where you talk in my head?
just Keep trying. I'm gonna find somebody.
Esri says he can only talk to elves, but Esri's not an elf, but he can talk to him. That's all we know. Also, Donabella. So,
I'm sort of an elf prince. It's a thing.
pretty sure Prince was.
I'm
never
just looking. I'm looking for more of my people.
We
And then
need to
follows
tell
up every
Ilya.
conversation with that.
Oh, Ilya is an
You're an elf
elf.
prince.
Sure. I don't know if she's allowed to come here or not. Don't know the rules.
We could just go see her in the city, though.
Yeah.
She doesn't need to come here.
The head doesn't have to stay here.
I'm not
Wait, like my
bringing
friends can't come
Jalaire-
visit me here?
Right.
I don't know.
People can't come up to the island.
No one's here. It's just us, and we don't have friends.
I have.
We
Rude.
are friends.
Okay,
I kind of thought like
there's
you know,
Solarka,
I-
but she hasn't been here yet.
Look,
I
Arish
and
I would have
Donabella.
more friends if.
and yes.
Anyway, you want to see my room?
Yeah. Yes. I think so.
This tour has gotten really weird.
It started that way, though. I'm glad we get to practice on
Are-
you, Donabella.
Okay.
This poor child.
What's in your room?
Ari
Ari?
opens his door, and he has a wardrobe in there, and it's very clear that Thora said it was fine if Ari just took all of Orlando's old clothing for Ari to go through and find the pieces that he liked. And so there's a donate pile in the corner, but it's still a work in
Did you
progress.
do your laundry?
No, those are clothes that I'm gonna go give away and cross to people.
What?
They're just
You don't want them anymore?
nope. They aren't my thing.
She's in that corner.
Okay.
Like, just clothes are like flying.
And as Ari goes over to try and stop her from just messing up the room, I'm not going to require a check or ask for a check or anything, but there is something on the desk that Ari didn't fully put away that any of the other three party members could potentially see of a project that Ari's been working on in his downtime. Of any of you that would be poking about as Ari's doing that, you basically see like basically some papers of like an outline of basically what happened on our most recent vampire spawn adventure thing, and then next to it, kind of sticking out of a notebook, you see like drawings of what happened in paneled form. That of us doing things, and the last thing that Ari's been like working on trying to draw, and you can see some scrapped instances, is the combo move that him and Shade pulled off on the thing. He's trying to get that right. But so that's just kind of sticking out of a notebook. Clearly, like Ari, when people got here, he slammed it shut and hopped up, and so yeah.
Rad.
Donabella has found a pair of half-fingered gloves, which she's pulling on, and they're much too big for her. These are exactly what I need for quests.
Yeah, and they'll last you a while because you can grow into them. Yeah.
Yes.
Esri holds up his hand. Punch.
She punches your hand.
Is it strong? Weak?
I mean, she's wiry, but also, 11.
You do better than that.
And she hits harder, and it's more.
But yes, notably, and there's like a nightstand and a little chest of drawers also in the room. Probably Esri all of you have expressed a concern over it. You don't see any unmarked bottles just laying about. So either it's not an issue or it's hidden. So
Which you know is a lie.
But yeah, so that's
We're actually just using this tour to spy on our friends.
yeah. So, but yeah, if there's anything else that you or your mom would like done about this, is mostly the previous owner of these clothes was a man. So, but anything that you all would want or need, you're more than welcome to take it.
I'm gonna wander over to that comic book and just sort of like pull the cover back.
I mean,
Peer at it.
Ari has a -1 perception, so unless he's focused on Donabella, so
Is Esri drawn there?
yeah, everybody's drawn in there. So
Yeah, I'm shorter than you, but not that short.
what? Oh, whoa! Hey! And he comes over and slams the portfolio thing shut. It's like that is not ready, and Ari shoves it in the drawer. And yes, you are.
Do you have a balcony too? Who lives on your
Look,
balcony?
Look nice to me. Pardon.
Cal?
You good?
I think Cal got
That sounded
Cal
substantial.
just comes through. Cal appears in the room, having teleported in, looking for shade, but not having perfectly memorized the layout of the room. Has just, a panther-sized creature just materializes into
And
the room,
disrupts-
and whatever
There's
was
the
where
bottles.
he materialized just goes.
Disrupts every hidden liquor bottle strewn across the room in various hiding spots. A bag of liquor bottles.
Oh, hey, Cal. Who lives on your balcony? Does Cal also live on your balcony?
Ari heard Esri's comment and says, "Thank you." No, Donabella, nobody lives on my balcony. My balcony is just for.
Can I live on your balcony?
Well, I think if you decide to come here, I think you'll have your own room with 4 walls. But you're more than welcome to hang out on my balcony if people are okay with that. You can have your own little station set up.
Cool.
But yeah, and my balcony overlooks the garden. You can see another dragon statue down there.
So that looks-
Not as cool.
Oh, that's a dragon person. You got a dragonborn statue?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Did we ever learn what the story was with that? Was there a plaque or anything? No. Okay. Yeah, we don't really know anything about them, but it looks cool. And so, yeah. Pog, your room?
Sure. Yeah.
You hear the slightest hint of disdain in that sentence.
I lean down. Paul got the biggest room because he called dibs.
He did not call dibs.
It's true.
He does not understand how dibs works.
It's true.
He called dibs on a different room.
We're going to
And
have to have a
anyway.
class here, Donabella, on dibs, because apparently Ari needs a lesson in that as well. This is
Can I attend that class too?
absolutely.
That
This
Not
is
taught by
my
Pog.
room, and I swing the door open. The room is far cleaner than you would ever have expected. The furniture that was there is all that's there. No furniture has been added. The dresser that's almost like a vanity has all his weaponry laid out on it on a leather hide, where it's just like those dudes that are super into everyday carry gear have everything just like laid out really nicely. The only substantial change to the room is one of the 2 chairs has been taken out, and the bed frame has been done away with, and so the mattress just rests on the floor because there was no need for a bed frame. It's stupid. And the leather hide is still being used as a blanket across, but on this mattress, it's far too small. So it's just like having a full comforter on top of this queen size mattress.
Pog, nothing can grow in here.
I hope not.
This is a bigger room.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Yep.
You should see the tub.
Oh yeah. My bathtub
You have a
is
tub?
big enough for me.
Whoa. That's awesome. My bedroom at home doesn't have a bathroom in it.
We got a giant bathtub here, like over on the other side of the house. Giant, like big bathtub. It's really cool.
That's cool.
Some of us that don't have our own bathtub get to use.
Yeah, that's where they all bathe.
First years just have to wash in the rain, though.
Well, there's the fountains outside.
There's also those.
Oh yeah, that's good.
And Pog's balcony has a ladder up to the roof also. We don't go up there though.
They don't go up there.
We
We can't go up. We can't go up on the roof.
Was I not?
Bet you
supposed
can
to
see
go on
I
roof?
don't know. He's
I bet you can see the whole city. From
Shade, I think he's trying to tell her a
You
thing
can. It's a really
that
great.
kids shouldn't do.
We're floating.
But
You
not
can
that
see
we
the whole
can't
city
do.
from anywhere.
I think.
Oh, I wish we had talked about those things before we started the.
that would have been smart.
This happens a lot when we talk.
Okay,
It
so I can't go up on the roof.
if
No.
your mom says it's
you
okay.
probably shouldn't because it would be dangerous.
Wow.
Like
There's
we'll
so
take you up
many
there if your
different
mom's
answers.
cool with it.
That was a good no, Pog.
Thanks.
That was.
I'm gonna be a teacher.
We'll talk to your mom about it.
Donabella, if you
What
go
are you
on
gonna
the roof,
teach?
will you jump off?
Dibs.
You're gonna teach? Oh my god.
Okay. Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
This is a pretty cool building. I like it. It's neat. I don't really know what you do at a school like this. I've never really been to school. It's just sort of, mom taught me stuff, and before that, just helped take care of the stuff on the ranch, and it was just, I learned the stuff, but I've never really been to school where like you sit down and learn stuff.
Yeah, like you're with other kids that will
Are
be.
there other kids? Because it doesn't seem like I haven't seen any other kids.
Well, you're the first one to come check out the school, but the idea is that
Oh,
will be a place for kids like you and like us to come learn, not only like general stuff like history and how to read and things like that, but also your mark and how that works and how to control it and make sure that you don't hurt people. So that's kind of the point, is because you're not going to learn that stuff in a normal school. So this would be a safe place to do that.
We have a hazard chamber.
what's a hazard chamber? That sounds awesome. What's a hazard chamber?
It's a place where you are. It's okay if you like throw things around the room with your mark.
Because it's built to
Oh.
be safe. So yeah, not just
That's really
anywhere. There will
cool.
be specific areas where you want to do that. So, but
You hear a slight clang as one of the knives that Pog has set out drops back onto the table. Okay.
yep. But But yeah, that's and I think the idea is that you would have your own room with your own space that you can, make your own and get to hang out with the other kids and stuff like that, and go on quests here. So,
what kind of quests do they do here? Wait, who makes up the quests here? Because Cadric makes up pretty cool quests.
We know
it's true.
We've hung out with Cadric.
It's not going to be like that.
I mean, we don't know what you'll get up to in your downtime with the other students. We can't control all of the time that you have here. So if you all want to go on quests, then we're not going to watch you all the time. So, but yeah,
okay.
I mean, does that sound
okay?
Cool? Like, does that sound interesting?
Maybe because, like knowing how to throw stuff better.
Yeah,
that sounds cool. I don't know about the rest of it.
Yeah,
because I can already read.
Yeah,
that's cool.
My dad taught me, and so I can already read.
What kind of stuff did you do?
Languages.
I did. I taught Shade.
That's awesome.
What kind of stuff did you do?
Why didn't your dad teach you?
I don't have one.
Well, I mean, but like, I don't have one, but I did, and so like you had one. Everybody had, right? Right? Is that true? Are there people who don't need dads when they're like to be born? Like, is that?
I don't know.
Because there's all sorts of like people.
There are.
I think they would teach about these things in school.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah.
So I would like learn all the different kinds of people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
all different kinds of people.
where their babies come from.
That's a class.
Okay, Pod.
Let's write
Don't
it
know if we're
down to
covering
suggest
that.
to Thora.
I mean, that's what she's asking.
Yeah.
And I don't know that for all people.
Yep. That's true. That's true.
There are shark people.
She
They probably hatch.
Yep.
Are you going to teach that class?
shark people?
I don't
You
think
mean
I'm.
Salagain?
Ugh.
What?
I heard that they don't hatch.
Oh,
I heard that the way that the Salagain make more Salagain is they capture people and they eat them, and then the bodies of the people that they eat, what's left behind, turns into a Salagain.
okay. So
Oh, that's definitely.
first of all,
Interesting.
that's a zombie, and second of all, if that is even kind of true, you just told us there's a kind of people that doesn't need a dad to make more people. See, we already learned something at school today, and you don't even go here yet.
Salagain.
We
I
call
taught
those
it.
food babies.
And you taught.
I don't think that. I
I liked that one. That's good.
don't think that's how I was made.
I don't either. I don't. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Esri sits down and says, "Tell us how you think you were made."
well, Shade's a shifter, and I think.
I'm sure there's a class for it.
Yeah.
You'll learn it in school.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, you would learn all kinds of different things about where
Babies
all
come
the
from.
different kinds of people. Nope. And like the history of like marks and stuff, and like how people like us used to be and how we are now and stuff like that. And so,
Gosh, I really want to take these classes.
see, Shade's interested.
That would be so helpful to know.
Yeah, I just found out that there is a ton of history in this city. I was talking to Carl the other day. There's like people that tried to eat. Well, I think they were people. Somebody tried to eat everybody in the whole city, and other people tried to assassinate some guy I think I was distracted by a bag of gold that I got, but
When you say, wait, what?
yeah, it was a weird day.
Was it for a quest?
No, yes, kind of. They have T-shirts with my face on them because of an adventure.
I know.
I know.
I wear one
Oh my
all the
God.
time.
That was awesome. The way that you kicked Kolos right off of the mast. It was so
I
cool.
don't know why it's so much worse for me that you wear it as an undershirt. Nice. Who buys merch to wear as an undershirt?
It's because historically the Kolos Crusher stuff gets Pog so flustered that Ari loves having that in his back pocket to where anytime he needs to get under Pog's skin, just
You didn't even.
He's much
Just
more
learned
fashionable.
He needs
on
to
the
wear
outside.
2 shirts at all times.
So Donabella, what kind of stuff did you learn on the ranch? Where was the ranch?
It was before we came here. It was like on the other side of the sea in Breland.
Okay.
But I guess it's not. It was, but it's not anymore.
Did it move?
No, but other things moved, and it's like the countries moved.
Yeah. During the last war, do you know,
Yeah.
were you like further west or east in Breland?
Oh, we were over west.
Okay.
There's a bunch of monsters. there now.
So Droam is what the country's called
Mhm.
now, where your ranch used to be. Okay. And so your dad taught you how to read. What else did you learn working on the ranch?
How to take care of lots of different animals and how to ride different animals.
Awesome.
And I was really young, so I couldn't ride like the big things like the griffins, but the littler things like horses and stuff.
You all had
and
griffins?
how to
You
feed and-
had griffins.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
well, we raised them.
Very cool.
They were kind of that we raised griffin. Yeah, we raised.
Ari, can we get a
griffins.
griffin? She knows how to raise it.
Please.
That's a Thora question, guys. Not like.
Well, Ari is usually the one when we have an idea that says
Yeah,
no.
he's the first no. So
So
if it's not a no
right,
there,
and so we need to check.
I feel like
Yeah.
lately I've been very intentional about being open to ideas and not trying to stop. Anyway, that's really cool.
Cow.
Just trip.
my stuff.
Chasing a fly.
I'm sorry.
That's really cool, Donabella. That
Yeah.
sounds like
It was fun. It was good,
well,
but then we had to leave
yeah.
because there were things and there were monsters, and so we had to leave.
I'm sorry about that, but
Yeah.
I'm glad.
You know.
I'm glad that we got to meet you.
Donabella, what does your mom do for work?
Oh, I mean, she goes and does whatever jobs there are to do, and it comes back with food.
Good.
Does she put on like a costume before she goes out to work?
No.
Okay. Like, what about a mask?
You said no,
No.
like you meant yes.
What? How do you say no like you?
Oh
mean
wait,
yes?
you just said no.
No. Like
Yeah.
that.
Oh no, I was like, because that's a really stupid
Yeah.
idea. My mom doesn't wear a costume.
That was a why would you ask that? No.
She's
not
a mom.
Can I roll insight on her?
Ari believes everything this child has to say.
23.
There is a wall you're running up against with her.
Yeah.
Like she is unsettled in a bunch of different ways right now, and is
Because she spent time with us, which is, you know,
I know, I was thinking this.
the track
Which no
record with
child
anybody.
should.
Right?
and
Makes sense.
is not, you know, yeah, she's unsettled, but she doesn't seem to be lying to you. She just seems to be not telling you everything.
Okay. Well, anything else that you want to see? I mean, we could show you where the students would live if you want to see kind of what that looks like, or, you know, anything.
Library's pretty cool.
The library's cool. The kitchen's cool. We could show you the woods.
Yeah, all of that sounds
Or, I mean,
pretty cool.
Oh, Ari can show you how to climb a tree.
or Thora and your mom might be close to being done if you'd rather go meet back up with them.
We should probably see
Okay.
if they are.
Yeah. As we're coming back down the stairs, Ari hangs back with Shade and turns to her and says, "By the way, I got up to the branches yesterday, but the ocelot, yes, thank you. The ocelot did not like
Nice.
it. I guess I decided to climb his tree." And so Ari pulls back his sleeve and there's just 3 very distinct claw marks. So I grabbed up there. He screeched at me because ocelots make a very unsettling noise. And just, yeah, I fell then. But
See, the forest queen was just telling you, not that
wrong tree. Yeah. Okay.
And now you know.
Good to note.
Also, it's like, I've been here for years.
So, yeah. But I'm thinking about naming the ocelot, though. I seem to run into him a
That's
lot.
really cool that you met him.
Yeah. Seems mysterious. Isn't he?
Ocelots. Yeah.
There's something going on behind those eyes, but I don't know what.
I could just go to never
What?
I mean, I talked to Cal.
Oh, yeah.
I just try to talk to the ocelot.
Yeah. See what his deal is.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be so much fun.
Sounds awesome. Anyway.
I don't think we did a really good job with Donabella.
We need a script, I feel like, when we're giving tours.
I think that would really help.
Yeah.
I think maybe we should also talk to Thora about what classes are getting taught, because we couldn't answer any of Donabella's questions.
There are
Yes.
literally no teachers.
Yes. I'm going to teach. So one teacher, at least, and Shade.
What are you gonna
Well,
teach?
and then Pog's teaching dibs, so
Okay,
did you.
that's going to be an extracurricular after hours thing.
Coming down.
Not part of the accredited curriculum.
It's gonna be
I majored
intramural.
in dibs.
Coming down to the landing and walking back into the dining hall, you find Thora and Mrs. Bright Doom talking a bit at one of the tables, and she looks up. Oh, well, how did the tour go?
Overall good.
Perfect.
We'll talk,
Really good.
but good.
Really
Yes.
good.
Okay, I think she gets
Couldn't possibly have been better.
I think she gets the point, everyone.
Right. Well, are there any other questions I can help you with, Mrs. Brightdoom? I don't think so. You've given me a deal to think about, and we'll talk about it. I need to I need to give it some thought. I need to talk to Donabella. And we'll talk about it. But thank you. It is very, very helpful, and it's very nice to meet you. It was very nice to meet you. Thank you. She gets up. I hope you're all
Mrs. Brightdew?
doing well. Yes, Shade.
What do you do for work?
Oh my god.
Why?
Well, we're looking for teachers, and you are very good with the kids.
Right now, I take in washing and mending, and occasionally I work shifts in a couple of different places around town.
Okay.
She says with an almost slightly uncomfortable or embarrassed air. I don't know. I don't know what I would teach Shade.
Fixing things and cleaning things is very important.
Absolutely. I don't know how to mend anything. But I can tear a lot of
Well,
things.
maybe not the cleaning things. I mean, dirt provides a natural scent, but mending things is very important.
It's good to get dirt under your fingernails.
Indeed. Good to see you.
It was very nice to see you all. I'm glad you're doing well, and thank you for showing Donabella around.
Of course. Bye, Donabella. Good to see you again.
Bye. There really is a dragon.
Yep. And take care of those gloves. They're going to do you good.
Yes, I got these. Oh, good. Yes. All right. And she takes Donabella by the hand, and they go out the door.
Remember to ask about the babies.
Hey guys, I think
Thora's
Mrs. Brightdoom.
eyebrow just sort of goes.
Ari and Thor are making the same.
I didn't bring it up.
How did it go down here?
I suspect
But could
differently.
Mrs. Brightdoom be one of the teachers? I think she's really good with kids.
She is, and it would depend on what position she would be. Oh, I'm doing Mrs. Brightdoom's voice. Would depend on what position she'd be interested in. I don't know. I don't know much about her skill set.
She's not one of us.
Right.
That's true.
Well, that we know of.
That's also true.
That's true. She's not. She is decidedly not one of us.
Yeah. How'd it go with her?
I think it went all right.
Okay.
I think she'll think about it. I think she's worried about the reaction of the town.
What is the reaction?
She doesn't know. Don't know yet. We've only just put out a sign, and the sign is not exactly informative as to the more specific nature of our academy by design.
Fair enough.
But it will become fairly evident.
Got any more vampires for us? Actually know what to do about them this time.
Well, aside from Pog, of course.
Right. Oh, yeah, Pog, you should definitely make sure the water
It's a joke.
in your
I
tub is
have
still
taken
before you get in.
several baths, and I even walked through a puddle.
It's very,
At the
very
creek.
brave of you.
I am not a vampire.
Yet, we know.
Anyway.
Not at present. There there are some things that might be more proactive that we could do in that direction. Well, you know, we said we weren't going to do much in the way of crime. There's a slightly gray area
Okay.
where we do things that would perhaps traditionally be criminal, but the targets of those actions are other criminals. And so, is it really criminal at that point?
No.
I guess it depends on the.
That's a good answer, Shade. I like that
Okay,
answer. That's a good attitude you got there.
From my perspective, like, like if we steal from a murderer, then sure, you know, okay, who cares? If we kill somebody that stole something, then that, like, there's levels, I guess, in my brain of crime.
What did they steal?
Well, once again, that, like, yeah, I'm just saying.
And again, I feel that Shade brings up a very good point.
Not all crimes are created equal. That's all I'm saying.
I think the answer is no, and also yes.
Again,
Okay, but yeah, I'm open. Yes, I'm just saying that.
right.
Yeah.
So, as we discussed, Cross is somewhat more open than it was with the departure of the Stormhammers. And so we could begin to try and establish ourselves a little more aggressively here as the presence to come to if you need help. And to do that, we would need to drive out some of the footholds that other elements in the city, other factions in the city have gotten themselves into
So
in order to take over bits of turf.
we'd be going up against Danelle's Wrath.
Danelle's Wrath is one. They're mostly over in Danelle's Pride neighborhood, obviously.
Yeah.
And I'm not entirely certain that an aggressive move against them right now is a particularly good idea.
I agree. Yeah.
But here in Saltir or down in the Sloths, there's a little more breathing space. But there are footholds by other gangs.
Okay.
Bill's Rats have something of a presence here. The Titans have taken over a few things. We could start to push them back out if you'd be interested.
Yeah.
Start to make our presence felt here in a little bit more direct a way.
Especially those groups that make life for people that are trying to live here bad. I wouldn't be against driving them out. So yeah, I'd be on board for that. Also,
I like making our presence felt.
yeah.
Sorry.
I had a conversation with Carl the other day, and he brought up the swords, and I don't know how any of this works. So, are we supposed to like talk to anybody and introduce ourselves if we don't want to just like be enemies? Let them know what we're thinking and see if we can get along first, because you know the swords like Carl and Carl likes me, and I think the swords kind of like me, so we could probably talk before.
The swords like us well enough. We gained some favor with them back in the day. So
Swords of Karn aren't major competition for us here,
Yeah.
although if we leave it long enough, they might start to move in. They're not far off in Southwatch. You're probably right. It would be wise to have some good relationships with the people that we can. The problem here in Cross is that there's not really an equivalent to the Swords of Karn. Most of the groups here are either criminal in nature or radically violent in method. But yes, speaking to the swords and ensuring them of our
Bless
good
you.
intent and goodwill, I've got nothing particular against the swords. I I think their agenda is a bit of a fool's errand, but
I just thought it might be good to make friends
dream the dream you want, I suppose.
and not just enemies.
Yeah.
You're correct.
Yeah.
It would be wise to take friends, and that would be another avenue that we could explore. Is you could go over and contact the Swords and see if there's things that they might require help with in order to bolster our reputation there. Them being a large presence in the city would afford us would make them a useful ally if we could make them an ally. It would afford us a modicum of backup in the worst situations.
And I guess if anything that we're doing ever pulls us into another district, if they know who we are and know that our intention isn't to step on their turf, then that would de-escalate things before things got bad.
Aye, yeah, good.
Like with the Knights of the Ring. So yeah, good call, Pog.
Thank you.
The reality of doing that we'll have to be aware of is if we're going to start making alliances with other factions, then it's going to be reciprocal. There's going to be an expectation that we occasionally back their play.
Mm-hmm.
If we're expecting that they'll back us up in trouble.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
All right.
those are both avenues we could pursue.
Question. How many of us are there here?
Here, I'm aware of more than a dozen aberrants in the city, other than ourselves. There are a few children that I think might make good candidates for the school, and I'm trying to. One of them I'm struggling to nail down the location of. And the others I'm trying to ascertain exactly whether they have guardians, and if so, who those guardians are. Because, as we said, we're not just grabbing children.
Yep.
But it's not always easy because, well, some of the children that we can be helpful to may be on their own.
Yeah.
So, the approach there is a bit more delicate.
Well, I mean,
So there are some different ways we could handle that. So, your preference in direction is welcome. I agree that it's a good idea for us to make another play to a certain degree, but whether you'd like to seek out further alliances or expand our turf, I believe would be the colloquial phrase.
I mean, I know enough about the Bildrats and the Titans to know that the people that live in Cross aren't being done any favors by their continued presence, so I wouldn't be against taking care of that situation, or at least part of it. Is what the Bildrats are common-ish knowledge, Philip? Like the fact that they're lycanthropes, right?
That is maybe considered to be urban legend.
Okay.
Depending on who you talk to.
Okay.
They're known as notorious smugglers who are not too dainty to spill some blood for the sake of convenience.
Gotcha. Okay.
They're your classic nasty pirate gang.
Yeah. And what do we know about the Titans?
The Titans are a group that made up of a mix of Goliaths and ogres and other very large beings that mostly tend to work as muscle for other gangs in the city.
Okay.
They have some of their own turf, but mostly they make their coin by getting hired out to make trouble for other people, and they're pretty mercenary. They're not too concerned with who they
Gotcha.
who they get hired to go after.
What do y'all think?
It's all the same to me.
First, I think we clear someone out. I was just bringing up the swords for making sure we have friends at some point.
Yeah.
There's also, I suppose, an additional target that could go after, that occurs to me now as we're talking. So the Titans or the Bilge Rats are a pretty obvious target. Another group pretty active around these parts is the Swords of Liberty. They have a rather more political agenda and have a mixed reputation among the Brelish population here, depending on their view of the monarchy.
Okay.
But inconveniencing the Swords of Liberty would make people of a different type happy.
I see what you're saying.
I'm saying they're violent. They're not. I would argue that whatever they stand for, they're not particularly benefiting the people of Cross. Most of whom don't care much about the Brelish monarchy because they don't live in Breland. It's an abstraction. They're not benefiting anyone in Cross, but they are inconvenient to the Brelish presence in Cross, the official Brelish presence in their embassy and Brelish agents. So those are people who are not worthless as holding favors, but it's a thought.
Yeah, I'm just thinking from the optics, like it could be spun as us just attacking freely. Like, are they as recognized as like a negative force in the city as somebody like the Bilge Rats? Or
No, probably not quite as generally.
yeah, I'm just worried that it could be other factions could spin it as us just attacking people in the streets.
Potentially.
But I'd be inclined to go after the Bilge Rats myself, but that's just me. Since the Titans are more passive, they get hired to do things, whereas the Bilge Rats are actively doing bad stuff. So,
Well, actually, it occurs to me your question about lycanthropy. You know
yeah,
that there are lycanthropes because the pair that you ran into in the mansion identified themselves as
they did
from the Bilge
Okay,
Rats.
I forgot that.
And one of them was definitely a were-rat.
Okay. So, yeah, with oh, hey, I just remembered when we were taking the house, that the were-rat talked.
Getting forgetful yourself?
Thank you, Puzzle Dust.
It's not supposed to work that way. You're the one who's supposed to be forgotten, not forgetting.
Yep. Yep. Oh, I'm aware. Anyway, yeah, they at least have one were-rat lycanthrope that really wanted to give us the gift, which I think it's not hard to figure out what that means. So, a lycanthrope that
A hypocrite.
Mm-hmm.
no, we wanted to steal the hippogriffs from them. He wanted to bite us, or she.
Not again.
The were-rat was.
I don't think it was clear
Okay.
what the were-rat's gender was.
They wanted to bite us to turn us into lycanthropes as well. And if there's a lycanthrope in the city that wants to do that, then yeah, probably need to take care of that. So, Bilge Rats.
So we're just determined to be turned into something by being bitten tonight. These
Please
days.
no. Please
just
no.
Pog. I've heard stories about like these apex individuals that like become both a vampire and a lycanthrope, and they become like a superpowered person. So I mean, you could always do that. But
Think of how good
That
you would
sounds
be
really
at
powerful.
biting people if that was your
This reminds me of a question from earlier. So, if you were a vampire and a lycanthrope, could you make babies on your own? Is that how that works?
That's
Thora,
well, if you bid a lot of
the
people.
tour
You could
the tour went
make
weird. I don't know what to
more
tell
of
you.
yourself, more vampires and lycanthropes by biting people, but it would not be procreation.
I
Okay.
think what we're saying is we really need a biology class here.
Also, Thora, I did want to mention in the administrative aspects and like getting the academy good publicity in the city and connections and all that kind of stuff. The stuff that you're doing behind the scenes. I talking to people and stuff like that is like more my wheel set than the field work. I tend to get knocked out a lot, as these three can attest to. So if there are ever opportunities where I could be of service in that regard, I would be open and willing, and I'm interested in how the school is going to work and assisting in any way I can in that capacity as well. So
Thank you. I'm sure we'll make it. We'll need that.
Particular if the people need talking to are attractive.
listen. Yeah, but you don't need to say it out loud.
All right. So I'll set to looking for a likely target
Okay.
for the bilge rats that we can go after, and I'll let you know when I have something for you.
Great.
Okay.
All right. For student tours, we need a script, Thora. We need guidance.
That can be your first administrative duty. You can write up a script.
Sounds good. I'll get right on it.
All right.
That's a good idea.
As we're walking away, you know I'm not sticking to a script, right?
Oh, I'm gonna say what I
Well,
say.
then I guess I just won't even do it. Then I guess we'll just have to get some staff that are in charge of student tours.
I would like a script.
Thank you,
I
Shay.
might not always say it right, but I would very much like to know what I should be saying.
The mere attempt at an effort these days goes miles.
I
so
didn't say anything wrong.
You're welcome.
And that's where we'll leave it. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this very punchy episode. If you'd like to get in touch with us, you can find links to our Discord and all of our social media down in the description of this video, as well as a link to Colin's Twitch channel, where he streams as Sorry BTR. The O is a 0. New episodes of Khyber Shards drop every Friday. If you would like to suggest, because the gang are correct, we need some teachers, to suggest the identities of some of the kooky gang that might come teach at this weirdo school, leave them in the comments down below, or tweet at us, and maybe we'll use them. I don't know. I mean, I'll ask you before I use them, because that would be, kind of a jerk move. But sure, why not? And that we just continue with the punchiness is apparently how we're doing this.
Bye.
I just looked down at my notes and it still says fish eat ghoul. Anyway, this has been Khyber Shards. Thanks for rolling with us.